Very good afternoon from the Giro d'Italia and welcome wherever you are around the world watching live coverage of the 99th edition of this great race where we meet and we breach the midway point in the 3 weeks of battle which are continuing to unfold in fascinating fashion. Well, if the sprinters thought that they had a straightforward day today, having been really denied a straightforward opportunity ever since the race left the Netherlands all the way up to the northeast of Italy, well, they've probably got another thing coming. Even though the opening section of this race is extremely flat, there are a couple of stings in the tail, most notably, I guess, the Category 4 Forcella Mostacin. So that's Lengen, who is the leader on the road. He has dropped the other two in the breakaway, but his advantage is being whittled away. And Nippo Vini-Fantini have set a furious pace in the peloton behind them, some 30 seconds on the foothills of this climb. There is an attack from Carlos Betancourt from Movistar. Now, Betancourt goes. That was a name we hadn't conjured with, but perhaps it is a name we should have considered here. 20 kilometers to go, and the Colombian from Movistar opens up his attack. Could be a very, very interesting move. 50 meters to go to the top of the climb. Kruijswijk is going to take himself 3 hugely irrelevant mountain points. Alejandro Valverde will take 2, and that was Esteban Chavez taking 1. In that chase group, the riders parted the ways and allowed the pink jersey to get on the front because it is down to Jungels, particularly on this flatter section with the lumps and bumps, as you've alluded to, still to come, to bring the rest of the race across to this group or limit the damage that's being done.
Now Amador decides that it's his turn to go, and we saw Michael on the wheel. He did look initially at going with Amador, and I'm surprised, in fact, that he decided not to do that, because Amador, of course, sitting in second place on the GC at just 26 seconds. It's Bob Jungels who decides to go after the Costa Rican rider. Is he on his own now, Jungels?
Well, I think Amador was just struggling to hold his wheel there. Continues to battle just to close the gap. He's done it, but Jungels is just ridiculously strong at the moment. You wouldn't bet against Jungels taking an advantage over the top of this climb, in the middle of the village at the top of this climb and out the other side, but the gap is shrinking. Well, there's an attack from Ulissi trying to get across, and there is a reaction from Movistar
again,
too.
yeah.
With only 2 kilometers remaining, this group of 3 riders has a chance at least of trying for the stage victory among them. Bob Jungels goes to the front. This time he goes for real, and Bob Jungels opens up a sprint. 150 meters to go. Can he hold them off? It looked as though Ulissi was closing. Ulissi has got past the Luxembourger. Ulissi is going to take his 6th stage win on the Giro d'Italia, his 2nd in this edition of the race. Andre Amador is in 2nd place, and Bob Jungels has done it again. Another day in pink for him tomorrow. No one was going to deny Bob Jungels his moment, and another glorious stage win for Italy and for Lampre Merida and for Diego Ulissi. What a race we have enjoyed. Well, he comes to life on the Giro d'Italia, doesn't he, Diego Ulissi? And so too does this man. What a ride. And every time he steps on a bike on this race, he seems to look stronger and stronger. He picks up 4 seconds, losing effectively 2 seconds to Andre Amador, who picks up 6 seconds. But when we get a confirmation of the time gap, you will notice that Bob Jungels himself has extended his lead over 3rd place.